Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB and today is the 22nd of December 2022 and the global cryptocurrency market is not doing good at all. As a matter of fact, the volume in DeFi has gone down, the volume in stablecoin has gone down as well. But the breaking news that is going on right now is regarding Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX exchange. So what happened earlier today, Caroline Ellison and Gary Wong both have pleaded guilty to fraudulent charges. So definitely massive and breaking news. But the biggest news that is going on in the cryptocurrency world is about Paxful. Now, Paxful is a global peer-to-peer trading platform. They have decided to remove Ethereum. This is absolutely massive and breaking news. And look guys, if other peer-to-peer trading platform decides to do that, this could have a devastating impact on Ethereum. It just might be the end of Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies as well. So absolutely massive news. And the CEO, that is Ray Youssef, did mention this news via Twitter, and one of the reasons why he's done that is because after Ethereum has moved from Ethereum proof of work to Ethereum proof of stake, there's a lot of questions regarding its centralization and about censorship. And in yesterday's podcast, I did talk about Ethereum transactions being heavily censored. And in today's episode, guys, we're also going to be talking about the Bitcoin mining industry. And British Columbia has decided to halt new power connections, particularly for cryptocurrency miners, so definitely not ideal. Now, towards the end of the podcast, we're also going to be talking about Twitter. Now, what they have done is they have added a new function to go and search for your favorite cryptocurrencies, and that is to do with the price tag. Looks like they have partnered with Robinhood, because once you click on it, it does take you to the Robinhood link. So definitely a lot of news to cover in today's episode. Now, regarding UAE, we have two news. And the first news is about Trinity Gaming from India, and they have partnered with M-Chain Free Zone Establishment to facilitate content business in Indian Web3 and blockchain gaming space. So definitely massive news, because a few weeks ago we did talk about DMCC, how they have ventured into the gaming industry. And look guys, gaming and blockchain does have massive potential in 2023 and going forwards. The second news is to do with NFTs and exports. Drops official World Tennis League, which is taking place in Coca-Cola Arena, Dubai, between the 19th till the 24th of this month. So definitely great news. So we'll be covering all of these things in today's episode. So let's get started today's episode. So welcome everyone, it's 8 here in Dubai and you're listening to Crypto and Coffee at 8, where we cover top news and information pertaining to Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi and Metaverse. And how the series of episodes into Crypto and Coffee at 8 works is, we usually cover some top news and information pertaining to the price of cryptocurrencies, some major breaking news, occasionally short and sweet news as well, news that has an impact in the cryptocurrency world. The other two news and information is related to Dubai, UAE and Middle East and the world of Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi and Metaverse. And this is followed by Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions from the cryptocurrency world. And guys, tomorrow, that is Friday, we have an episode called Metaverse Everything, where we solely focus on Metaverse. So please check out those episodes as well. And the format for Metaverse Everything is completely different. And I tend to publish a daily and weekly report via my LinkedIn. So please follow me on LinkedIn. My LinkedIn profile is in the show notes below. Now before we kickstart today's episode, we have an important message. So check this out. Firstly guys, Startup OI is global one-tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called Rise in the Obstacle Course Race, and Rise in the Obstacle Course Race podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gov Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs And these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing, go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform and search for Rise in the Obstacle Course Race podcast. And finally guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet. And this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers two hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below. Now, since you've taken care of that, let's look at the global cryptocurrency market. Now look guys, December has been turning out to be one of the worst months in the history of cryptocurrencies, because historically December has been relatively bullish so far as the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are concerned. That today, 23rd of December, the global crypto market is at $810.74 billion. Now this particular weekend is going to be extremely critical. Will Bitcoin go down and will the cryptocurrency market go down? What are your thoughts? I have this feeling that the global cryptocurrency market might just go below the $800 billion mark. Now what are your thoughts guys? Mention them in the comments below. Since the last 24 hours, it is down by 0.04%. The total crypto market volume over the last 24 hours is only $24.36 billion. This is an absolutely ridiculously low volume. Imagine guys, the volume of all cryptocurrencies is only $24.36 billion. One thing which I did mention in my podcast yesterday, in an average day in 2019-2020, the volume of all cryptocurrencies used to be well over the $100 billion mark. I really am not sure what is going on in 2022. Now, since the last 24 hours, the volume is down by 21.13%. And this is one of the reasons why I do feel that this weekend is absolutely critical. Now, it is extremely possible that the prices could go up and the global cryptocurrency market might touch the $850 billion mark, or it could go below the $800 billion mark. The craziest volume in the last 24 hours is the volume on DeFi. Now look guys, this is the third day in a row where I'm saying that the volume on DeFi is the lowest. And to be honest, today's volume might just be the lowest volume in the history of DeFi. It is down to $1.51 billion. Now everyone who's talking about DeFi being the future, unfortunately, the volume speaks otherwise. The volume of DeFi across all the platforms is only $1.51 billion. Even on the worst day, the volume of DeFi should be somewhere between $10 to $12 billion. So it's definitely less than 1/10 of its all-time low. The total value locked in DeFi protocols is $39.73 billion. MakerDAO accounts for 15.21%. And as of today, $6.04 billion has been locked in its protocol. Now, despite the volume being low, DeFi accounts for 6.21% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. And look guys, if you've been following Peter Schiff, I must agree to what he is saying, because what he is saying is that when the market tends to pump up, it is extremely less possible for the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies to start gaining momentum. Let's try to see what happens. Now let's look at the second DeFi protocol so far as the total value locked is concerned. Lido is second, and as of today, $5.96 billion has been locked, followed by Aave with $3.75 billion, Corv at $3.64 billion, and Uniswap at $3.36 billion. If you look at the volume of stablecoins, it is getting from bad to worse. Today it is down to $22.40 billion. I really am not sure what is going on in Tether.USDT, because at times like this, the volume of Tether.USDT in particular should be going to the roof. Now, as of today, the volume of Tether.USDT is down to $17.76 billion. Now look guys, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the lowest volume in the history of Tether USDT, and I'm talking about the 24-hour volume, down to $17.13 billion. Circle USDC's volume is down to $1.67 billion, and Binance USD's volume is at $3.32 billion. Absolutely terrific and sad numbers. Despite it being the lowest volume, it accounts for 91.95% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. The biggest danger so far stablecoins is the volume is ridiculously low and it accounts for 91.95% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. So absolutely scary numbers. Now let's look at the market share. 24-hour trading volume and dominance between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin's market share is $323 billion. Ethereum's market share is $148 billion. The 24-hour trading volume of Bitcoin is $14 billion and Ethereum's trading volume is literally rookie numbers at $3.7 billion. And in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about Paxful, which is a peer-to-peer trading platform, and they have decided to kick Ethereum off. So it is possible that in 2023, volume of Ethereum will be going from bad to worse. Definitely not ideal. Now let's look at the dominance of Bitcoin and Ethereum. The dominance of Bitcoin is 39.96%. Ethereum is at 18.40%. Let's look at the smart contracting platform, particularly so far as the market cap is concerned. Ethereum is an outlier with $149 billion as its market cap, Binance BNB at $39.27 billion, Cardano at $8.70 billion, and there is some drama going on between Charles Hoskinson and Coinbase, because looks like the Coinbase did release a report and they did not even mention absolutely anything about Cardano. So looks like Charles Hoskinson is definitely not happy about it. The number 4 is Polkadot, and the market cap is at $5.27 billion, followed by Tron at $5.08 billion. Now look guys, 2022 is ending in a terrible note, but there is some positive indication, and this is because of a right-wing politician, a Republican Senator Pat Toomey. Now he has released a Stablecoin Trust Act, and he has just resigned from his position, but before resigning, he's definitely trying to do some good for the cryptocurrency space. Now, Cointelegraph has published an article, and the article is written by Brayden Lindrea, who gives a very brilliant explanation on what the Stablecoin Trust Act is. So what I would recommend you to do is read through the article, because what the article states is, if it is passed by the Congress, the bill would permit non-state and non-bank institutions to issue stablecoins as long as they obtain a federal license created and issued by the U.S. Office of Comptroller of the Currency, also called as OCC, and as long as the stablecoins are backed by high-quality liquidity assets. So definitely very brilliant article. What I really liked about this article is that the article provides brilliant explanation, and it also compares it to a Stablecoin Transparency Act, which was earlier introduced by Congress member and also by a right-wing fellow Republican, Senator Bill Hagerty. So definitely brilliant stuff. Now look guys, this is what stablecoin is needed, and Pat Toomey is also against central bank digital currencies. So what I've been saying since a very long time, when you talk about politics and politicians, they do have a very powerful say in the trajectory and direction of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And generally speaking, left-wing politicians and left-wing ideologies are not in favor of Bitcoin, open source, freedom of speech, and they are in favor of central bank digital currencies. But right-wing politicians, right-wing ideologies, and right-wing politics are in favor of Bitcoin, open source cryptocurrencies, and Senator Pat Toomey has just done a brilliant job in pushing forward for the Stablecoin Trust Acts. So what I would recommend you to do is definitely go ahead and read through it. You'll get a thorough understanding of what the Stablecoin Trust Act is. And look guys, I also plan to release a series of episodes on stablecoins. So what I'll try to do is, one half of the episode, I'm definitely going to go ahead and explain what the Stablecoin Trust Act is. So please stay tuned and listen to that episode. Now I want to ask you a question, particularly so far as stablecoins is concerned. At the moment, do stablecoin issuers act as a bank? The second question what I want to ask is, can stablecoins be censored by the stablecoin issuers? And the last question that I want to ask is, will Tether USDT be the black swan event for crypto? Now what are your thoughts guys? Mention them in the comments below. Now let's move on to one of the breaking news. Before we move on to news regarding FTX, the breaking news right now in the world of Ethereum is about Paxful. Now Paxful is a global peer-to-peer trading platform. They have decided to remove Ethereum trading from its marketplace, and the CEO of Paxful, that is Ray Youssef, did mention via Twitter and has given the reasons why he's gone ahead and done that, and the reason is due to its shift from proof of stake and lack of decentralization. And Bitcoin Magazine has also provided an article states that he delved into decentralization aspect of Ethereum, denouncing the small group of insiders who managed to exert enormous influence on the cryptocurrency project till this day. Now look guys, if other cryptocurrency platforms do tend to do that, I do feel that this just might be the end of Ethereum. And in yesterday's podcast, I did talk about how 66% of the blocks which are added onto the Ethereum blockchain are OFAC compliant, and the miners are deciding to ignore transactions. So this raises a big question so far as the Ethereum centralization is concerned. And look guys, to be completely honest, in the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency space, I do have a lot of admiration and respect for Ray Youssef. Paxful also has this program called as hashtag Build with Bitcoin. I haven't seen any other cryptocurrency projects that has actually tried to make the world a better place than Paxful. So definitely brilliant stuff. Now guys, let's talk about the second breaking news, and this is to do with FTX exchange. So the news that broke out earlier today is that the former executives of FTX and Alameda Research have been charged for their role in the frauds that led to FTX's collapse. So Caroline Ellison and Gary Wong pleaded guilty to fraud charges, and the article is published by Inner City Press. Now, the article states that the US Attorney Office released the plea agreements which was signed on 19th of December of Caroline Ellison of Alameda Research, and Gary Wong is also there. So if you go through the article, it does actually tell you what the plea agreement is. Now this is what is scary. Caroline Ellison plea agreement of $250,000 bail will make sure that she has to surrender her travel documents. There will be forfeiture of assets. But if you read through the article by CoinDesk, it does actually summarizes it pretty well, because the plea agreement would waive Ellison of any charges except criminal tax violations, provided she fully cooperates with US Attorney's Office. So definitely a really interesting move. Now because of this plea agreement, could it be possible that Caroline Ellison does walk out completely free? Now when you talk about financial crimes, I really am not sure what the legal ramifications are, because looks like she's been waived off of any charges except for criminal tax violation. Now really I'm not sure what the penalty is so far as the criminal tax violations are concerned. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this turns out to be. And look guys, if you're a lawyer and do have some kind of expertise, mention your suggestions in the comments below. And Crypto R Us, who's one of my favorite YouTubers, he's been providing constant updates as well. So go to YouTube, follow Crypto R Us. He does provide quite a lot of updates on a daily basis, and just 8 hours ago, he did put out a video that gives out more information. And Bitcoin article did actually state that the US Security Exchange and Commission and the US CFTC, that is Commodity Futures Trading Commission, has also filed charges against Wang and Ellison on Friday. Now Gary Wang, he was the one who designed the protocol, so looks like his charges will be completely different to Sam Bankman-Fried and Caroline Ellison. So definitely interesting stuff. And one thing what I do feel guys is Netflix is definitely going to pick up on this, and they're definitely going to be making a documentary on this, most likely by 2023. Now let's talk about some not so good news, and this is to do with the Bitcoin mining industry. Now yesterday's episode, we did talk about how Core Scientific did file for bankruptcy. Now the Bitcoin mining industry struggle continues as British Columbia has now decided to halt power connections for crypto miners and have cited prioritizing clean energy and job creation as the main reason for suspending cryptocurrency mining operations. So definitely not good. And looks like British Columbia Hydro will suspend electricity connection requests from cryptocurrency mining operations for at least 18 months. Now this perfectly merges with Bitcoin's next halving, so it's going to be really interesting to see, particularly with the timeline. And Josie Osborne, who's the Minister of Energy, Mines and Low Carbon Innovation, said that the move was made to preserve the clean energy it provides for its residents and businesses that create jobs and are more conveniently friendly. Cryptocurrency mining consumes massive amounts of electricity to run and cool banks of high-powered computers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, while creating very few jobs in the local economy. So kind of I agree to it. If you look at it from her point of view, it does make a lot of sense considering the fact that the prices of Bitcoin and the overall cryptocurrencies are in an absolute turmoil. Now let's talk about some news regarding Twitter. And Elon Musk-led Twitter has added Bitcoin and Ethereum price indexes to search function. If you're using Twitter quite often, what you can do now is just go to Twitter and look at the price. And one of the many product improvements coming from the financial Twitter is this. Now this move is done by Twitter for Business. So simply by searching for the ticker symbol, whether for a stock or crypto pricing, it will bring up the price graph. Now looks like this particular move is connected with Robinhood, cause Cointelegraph article states the price chart also includes a view on Robinhood link that can be clicked at the bottom left hand corner. So it is possible that Robinhood has had a partnership with Twitter, because of which the price feed that you get is via Robinhood. So definitely great news and smart marketing, particularly from Robinhood. Now let's talk about two news from UAE, and the first news is about Trinity Gaming, which is from India, and they have partnered with M-Chain Free Zone Establishment to facilitate content business in the Indian Web 3.0 world and blockchain gaming space. So let me try to give out some information about both the companies. Trinity Gaming, the website is trinitygaming.in, and they are from India. Trinity Gaming India is a leading gaming content and marketing company. The main objective of Trinity Gaming is to assist aspiring gaming content creators in monetizing their content through mentorship and brand integration, while it caters to platforms and publishers by providing them with the right means to reach and retain the target audience. And M-Chain, which is a user-based acquisition company, offers the clients the services and support so they are empowered to make better and informed business decisions. And they have realized that developers and brands were unable to navigate in a professional, productive way. And based on the website, it says that collaborations with other brands typically end in failure because the barrier of lack of relevance reduces the impact for effective reach, and this is where M-Chain kicks into play. Let me try to give some more information about M-Chain because they're located in Dubai. Now, based on the website, it says they have multi-million user base and multi-billion viewership. They have 5 billion viewership, 900 plus content creators, 45 plus esports organization, and 450 plus million subscribers. And some of the services that they have is public relations, strategic relations, P2 esports development, consulting, media and branding, and they are a team of experienced professionals driven by the desire to assist new established blockchain startups in realizing the full potential and expanding the user base through a variety of marketing tools, content development, and PR media. So the massive news is Trinity Gaming is partnering with M-Chain Free Zone Establishment in UAE to facilitate content business in the Indian Web3 and blockchain gaming sector. They both will train, mentor, and provide revenue streams for approximately 40 million active gamers and creators in the space of Web3 and blockchain industry. And business worth $10 million in the Web3 and blockchain-based gaming sector is right now possible in India. And look guys, this is an absolutely brilliant move because 2 weeks ago, DMCC announced the launch of its gaming sector, and Dubai Multi-Commodity Center, or DMCC, is currently home to over 50 gaming companies, from game developers, producers to esports and tournament organizers. Absolutely brilliant move. Now both Trinity Gaming and M-Chain Free Zone Establishment aim to generate business from global developers and publishers in the play-to-earn, crypto and NFT gaming space, and this partnership will enable Web3-based gaming content to generate new revenue streams for the Indian influencers and provide opportunities to work with brands and game developers in global markets including MENA, SEA, and the US. And Trinity aims to ease the adoption of Web3-based gaming content through education and will introduce a daily podcast called M-Chain Podcast that will talk about Web3, blockchain, play-to-earn games available on streaming platforms like Spotify and YouTube. So what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to hit them up and try to see if I can have some kind of collaboration with them. But definitely brilliant stuff. Now guys, let's talk about the second news, and that is to do with exports. And they are dropping an official World Tennis League NFT collectibles. Now, there's a massive tournament going on between the 19th and 24th of December at Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai. So let me try to give some more information. So the website is xsports.io. It is E for elephant, X for X-ray, hyphen, sports.io. And Xsports Stars is a platform that allows sports fans to buy, trade, and sell digital sports collectibles. The app offers a variety of sports and is a special reward program for collectors, athletes, and sport fans. And they are located in DMCC, Almas Towers, which is in JLT. And the massive news is Xsports drops official World Tennis League NFT collectibles, and that is going on in Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai. And the NFTs are available on the website, that is marketplace.x-sports.io, and you can buy that using Tether USDT. And looks like they are built on Binance, but on the website they also have an option for Ethereum. But when you click on Ethereum and Polygon, apparently it doesn't show any data. So what Xport essentially is doing is they are combining world-class tennis with premium entertainment, and the inaugural World Tennis League is set to take place at the Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai from December 19th to 24th, and it is billed as the greatest show on court. The 6-day tournament will feature 18 of the world's top-ranked men's and women's tennis players battling it out in an exciting new format. So listen guys, for anyone unable to attend, you can still keep up to date with all tennis action, and the World Tennis League have partnered with Xports to drop an official collection of player NFT collectibles. Each of the 18 players competing in the tournament will have 1,000 NFTs minted and made available on Xports Marketplace. So go to the website, and if you're an NFT collector, if you're into tennis, you definitely need to go and check this out. As well as being unique digital collectibles, each NFT collectible provides access to watch the NFT live stream on World Tennis League tennis action from anywhere in the world. And as an additional incentive, Xports is giving away $50,000 worth of rewards that will be distributed to World Tennis League NFT holders based on real tournament performance of the players whose NFTs they purchase. So definitely brilliant stuff. And it's great to see, guys, that the usage of NFTs is definitely picking pace, considering the fact that the market is in an absolute turmoil. So that's all for today, guys, on the Crypto and Coffee Update from Blockchain DXB. In case if you have any feedback or suggestions, please drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com, and also check out my website www.blockchaindxb.com, and also check out my other website, that is area2071.com, that talks everything about Metaverse. And if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. Now for the next few minutes, it's going to be an Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So let's kick start with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB. You're listening to the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. And remember guys, Monday to Thursdays, 8 am to 8:30 am, we have Crypto and Coffee at 8, where we cover top news and information pertaining to Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. And how the series of episodes in the Crypto and Coffee at 8 works is, we usually cover some top news and information pertaining to the price of cryptocurrencies, some major breaking news, occasionally short and sweet news as well, news that has an impact in the cryptocurrency world. The other two news and information is related to Dubai, UAE, and Middle East in the world of Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions from the cryptocurrency world. And I have a question by Craig, who asks, what is the new trend you're going to see in 2023? And look guys, what I very strongly feel is in the second half of 2023, I do see that there's going to be a lot of news, particularly to do with central bank digital currencies. The trend which I've observed since 2013 is, there was a lot of talk about Bitcoin, then it was blockchain, not Bitcoin, then the narrative was Bitcoin, not blockchain, then it was the whole ICO craze, then it was the whole DeFi craze, then it was NFT, Metaverse. Now, in the second half of 2023, I do feel there'll be a lot of news, particularly to do with central bank digital currencies, and I do feel there would be a lot of news to do with Metaverse as well. Now, what I really am hoping for, Craig, is in 2023 that we might see quite a lot of news, particularly to do with DeFi. Now, look, DeFi in 2022 has had the worst years, but the technology is there. When you talk about the use case of blockchain technology, DeFi ideally should be spearheading the blockchain and cryptocurrency space. Unfortunately, it looks like NFTs and other protocols are leading that space. DeFi should come up with newer innovation, and I do feel that there are quite a lot of people who are working with privacy, that is to do with ZK rollup, how they're going to combine that with DeFi. And if that thing happens, I do feel that DeFi in 2023 might be spearheading so far as the blockchain and the cryptocurrency news is concerned. Now, you also need to keep in mind, Craig, the blockchain trilemma problem. I would be really keen and interested to see if any blockchain protocol is in a position to solve the blockchain trilemma problem, but this does not necessarily have to do with blockchain as such. There needs to be new innovations so far as cryptography is concerned, so far as hashing algorithm is concerned. So if you want to look at some information, what I would recommend you to do is leave blockchain and cryptocurrency aside and look at the developments taking place in the area of cryptography and hashing algorithm. That would give an indication if any blockchain protocols are able to solve the blockchain trilemma problem. But what I do feel is towards the end of 2023, Craig, we might be seeing a lot of news, a lot of drama, particularly to do with Bitcoin halving. It looks like the Bitcoin halving most likely would occur somewhere between April or May, and it's hard to know the exact date. But in the last quarter, I'm pretty much sure a lot of celebrity, a lot of influencers, a lot of Michael Saylors, and people who have just gotten into the space are definitely going to be creating a lot of news regarding the Bitcoin halving and that how that could be the next thing. And I do feel that that is what will push the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. But what I'm really looking forward for is the news and events surrounding central bank digital currencies. So let's try to see how this thing turns out to be. And to be honest, Craig, in the first half of 2023, I do feel that we might be seeing quite a lot of negative news, a lot of exchanges going belly up, a lot of protocols, something similar to, let's say, BlockFi or Celsius, which might be going bankrupt. So the first 6 months, I do feel it may not be ideal for the world of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and we might see a lot of negative news, a lot of negative trends in the world of cryptocurrencies. So that's all for today, guys, on the Ask Me Anything series from Blockchain DXB. In case if you have any feedback or suggestions, please drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com, and also check out my website, that is www.blockchaindxb.com, and also check out my other website, that is area2071.com, that talks everything about Metaverse. And if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. And remember, guys, Monday to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m., we have Crypto and Coffee at 8, where we cover top news and information pertaining to Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. And how the series of episodes into Crypto and Coffee at 8 works is we usually cover some top news and information pertaining to the price of cryptocurrencies, some major breaking news, occasionally short and sweet news as well, news that has an impact in the cryptocurrency world. The other 2 news and information is related to Dubai, UAE and Middle East, and the world of Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions from the cryptocurrency world. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and see you tomorrow at the Metaverse Everything podcast. Have a nice one. Bye-bye.